What is my dog doing over there, by the way?
He's over there.
Like, sounds like a fucking anteater.
He's over there behind the footjoy stool. The guest couch, the guest couch.
All right, whatever. The guest couch. The footjoy guest couch, by the way. We have a golf guest couch. Anyway, got off on a rant there.
Back to the Olympics.
My favorite Olympic one was that a kayaker.
The Jamaican bobsled team?
No, the Jamaican bobsled's good too, but yeah. I don't think they don't have ice in Rio. I think it'd be a bad spot for the Winter Olympics there, Smitty.
Oh shit, because it's a bad spot for the Summer Olympics.
No shit, it's bad anyway. So, which leading into my next topic, obviously, which is a bad negative problem on Rio here. So basically, what they do when they have to make like kayak courses and like the whitewater. I don't think they do whitewater rafting, but it's like kayaking, slalom, and shit like that. And they have 2 people in one and whatever. Kayaking, I don't know what they call it. Canoeing? What the fuck? Double kayak? I don't know.
Outdoorsy shit.
Anyway, more of the story. There's a place in South Bend that actually has one. It's called the East Race. Yep, it's actually an Olympic time trial kayak course. Anyway, the kayaker was in the course, and apparently the story was that he hit a submerged couch. An old couch was in the middle of the Olympic race course for kayaking. And he hit it.
Like Lake Manitou.
He hit it and got flipped over. And that totally fucked his time.
Which he probably died because he probably swallowed some water. And
he might die in like 6 months for the Zika virus.
10 years, we'll never hear from him again because he died.
Yeah, well, he might die very soon because of the Zika virus. But anyway, yeah. So, but apparently, if you go back and look at it, there's like no evidence. So maybe it was just actually a sunken obstacle in the course. I don't know. But nothing would be shocking than having a couch submerged. Can you imagine? Like, if that was the final heat, like, that was him and then one other guy, and all of a sudden there's a floating couch, fucking, you're watching it live on NBC, and all of a sudden a floating couch fucking flips over a kayak, and you're like, wait, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, comparable to Titanic, you know.
Like, I can think of something. The iceberg jokes, I get it. Okay. I can think of, like, comparable, like, Randy Johnson's, the fastball to hit the bird, if that was, like.
Yeah.
If that was, no, that's comparable if that's it's a 3-2 count in the bottom of the ninth in the World Series. Okay, that's how bad it would be for this guy that got flipped over. Like, it would be that bad. That Randy Johnson's pitch, which was a live pitch and it was called a ball, because there's no rule in the Major League Baseball that flights a bird coming across the field. It was a ball. Then he walked the guy in to lose the World Series. That's how big this would be for that guy.
So you could say that he might as well just stay at home on the couch.
Oh, that was a pun. I get it. Okay.
Anyway.
Moving on.
Another feel-good story. Katie Ledecky, she probably pronounced that wrong. She the one meet I saw, she was another swimmer, and every meet they had the world record line. And not only was she beating the shit out of all her opponents,
dude, I've watched 0 Olympics.
She was fucking
very little.
She was like a whole body length ahead of her world record time.
Oh, really?
What a term we got away from, but we got to bring back up now. It's football season. She boat raced her world record.
She kicked her own ass.
Kicked her own ass. 2 other things. The gymnast that broke his leg and from halfway down his shin, his foot was just dangling. A little gruesome there. The lady's female cyclist that spun out on her bike and her front tire stuck, and she went head over heels and completely broke her back. And then the 2 Japanese, they're Asian divers. 2 Asian divers. One of them over-rotated a backflip and scored 0 points because he just straight fucking backflipped. Or, no, he belly smacked off a fucking 10-meter board.
Just fucking went too far through or not enough.
Over-rotated, did a belly smack.
Have you ever actually belly smacked yourself, like, hard?
Oh, yeah.
That's fucking painful.
I'm fat. You don't think I've ever fucking done that?
The fat kid at the pool party's got to show.
You know that everyone says, hey, belly smacker. And then his fucking teammate, like 2 dives later, fucking back smacked it. They both got 0s.
Oh, God. How do you get... well, first of all, how embarrassed do you think you'd be if you were an Olympic diver and, like, you've practiced for, like, literally 4 years now?
Because it looked like press for 3 minutes.
And you show up and you post a fucking 0. That's awful. That's the worst. That's got to be the worst feeling in the world. To practice that long for something and then just fucking bleh, just shit all over yourself. Oh, it's awful.
Or what I like to call the Minnesota Twins season.
Purdue AD, whatever. Just make it short,
Mike
please.
Mike Bobkinski, stolen away from Georgia Tech.
Other than the fact that he's a Notre Dame grad.
Notre Dame baseball player.
Yeah.
Big basketball guy reportedly. big fundraiser. Basically, what you're going to see if Darrell Hazel doesn't make a bowl game, he's going to get canned, and he will hire a new AD. Thank God Morgan Burke's not there.
I don't know why this is a shocker, but why is Purdue hiring Notre Dame grads? Huh.
Because our grads land on the moon, and they don't have time for petty athletics.
Oh, I was going to say most of you end up in fields, but that's fine.
Oh, that's true. Cubbies just wrapped up their 9th in a row.
Tigers are losing. They've
Won 12 of 13. They're rolling on
3.
pace to win a million games. Tigers are
They're going to lose 2 out of 3 to the Mariners after their hot
cooled
run.
off after their hot stretch.
They'll be all right.
Notre Dame football still report for
That's
camp.
okay. A hot streak for the Tigers is fine. I just didn't want them to be hot for like a month and then shit the hell out in August, in September.
Notre Dame, Purdue football, both are reported camp. Notre Dame a lot better than Purdue. Obviously, in football, that should be the safe sentence.
Next.
I'll just try to wrap it up, make it quick. And finally, our premier topic of the evening.
No, you're skipping one. Promise. Are we not going to talk about Alexander Emmanuel Rodriguez?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you threw
Also
me off
referred to as A-Rod.
A-Rod. I didn't know if you were talking about the guy or the stadium down in Miami.
No.
I have a little rant fired about this before you can get to this.
Go on.
It's fucking bullshit.
What's fucking bullshit?
Brian Cashman, the little Steinbrenner sons that don't even know how to build a team, are just sucking the tit off what their dad built, are screwing this man. You let Derek Jeter hang around with shitty-ass stats for his final farewell tour, and you can't let A-Rod hang around and put him in the lineup to reach 700, 4 home runs away and finish the season. You let Mark Teixeira finish the season and he retire. Here's the deal, and this is all put in perspective. When New York Yankees go to Fenway Park and the Boston fans are chanting, "We want A-Rod, we want A-Rod," that's a fucking clue that you need to put him in the goddamn game, let the man finish out the season. But I will tell you what, A-Rod's getting the last laugh of this shit because his ass is moving back to Florida and they got to pay out his contract, and his taxes are a lot less in Florida than they are in New York. So the Yankees are getting fucking screwed in this deal. And that's all I care about. Because I didn't like the Yankees from the start, but after fucking Oliver, one of the greatest baseball players in the world, I hope that your fucking franchise just fucking disintegrates.
I don't think the pen slam was necessary. 2 things. First, does he sign in Miami in the next year? Did the Miami Marlins as a publicity stunt? The problem is the Marlins are in a kind of independent race right now.
Gotten decently good.
kind of shockingly snuck up on me there.
Not to take a quote from our boys at Solid Verbal, but the decently good
Miami Marlins ball club. Okay, so does that happen? I say yes.
No, he's still on contract until 2017 as a special advisor.
Well, they can buy it out.
They can buy it out. I also think. But
that Miami Marlins owner is an idiot. Okay, he'll pay a shitload of money for a publicity stunt.
But Mattingly's down in there though too, so he might have.
But Mattingly's a Yankee. This guy's literally tried to make like the mini Yankees in Miami. It's failed miserably until this year. I mean,
what do you think about
Giancarlo Stanton was drafted by the Yankees?
How many years?
Then fucking Mattingly, and he's a New York guy.
How many years before A-Rod's managing a major league ball club?
I don't think A-Rod manages.
They said he's one of the smartest baseball guys ever.
Really? I just don't see personality. You know what?
All they do is talk about how great he is. Like, when they go behind the scenes, they talk about the effect, and you listen to younger players, they talk about the effect he had on guys. Michael Young said he would have been out of the league in 2 years for Alex Rodriguez.
Well, and that's my other thing is, like, there's a perception view. Like, okay, time out. A-Rod was mentioned in like the Balco. He was mentioned in.
It was a fucking witch hunt.
It was a lot of the baseball players mentioned it. The problem is, by the way, David Ortiz was also mentioned in every single report that Alex Rodriguez was ever mentioned in. And everybody likes Poppy.
And all they're doing is slurp, slurp, slurp for that motherfucker.
And you know why? Because it's a persona. Like, A-Rod's smart, and he says what he wants, and he kind of plays the media. Like, he definitely
does. Him and
Barry
Bonds. The media doesn't like him and Barry Bonds, so they pay them as bad people. They love Big Poppy. He's a good guy.
Because Big Bobby's just this fun, chubby, lovable guy.
2 things you can't trust the media
He's like the funny fat kid. It's like everybody loves the funny fat kid. That's why people love Poppy. Or everybody loves the dumb. Everybody loves the dumb country kid, i.e., Brett Favre. Okay, who sent dick pics, was addicted to Vicodin, had multiple issues in his career.
But we hate Tom Brady.
But we hate Tom Brady, who does everything right, takes care of his body, sleeps in a hyperbaric chamber, trains 18 hours a day.
He does everything right. He goes to class. He goes to practice. He's a good kid. Hashtag Mike Gundy. I'm a man. I'm 40. Sorry about that end rant. Can't pass up chance for Mike Gundy.
So again, my point is the way the media portrays somebody. Like A-Rod, honestly, to me, like I said it before we even got on
you mean like how Donald's a terrible person and Hillary's a saint? Fuck that.
Yeah,
the media is what's wrong with America.
awful people.
Don't believe what you listen to. Do the research yourself. Don't be a blind sheep.
Oh, Jesus. Would you
Gary Johnson, 2016.
Point, for God's sakes? You got to get better at this.
What?
Let me finish my fucking point. All right?
Sorry.
Again, A-Rod. It's all on me.
Anyway, as I was saying. Go ahead.
I'm about to fucking kill him. I'm going to
Go
reach out.
ahead.
I'm fucking going to stab you in the eye with a pen.
The floor is yours.
God damn it.
I'm just waiting your words away.
Hey, fucking, this is your fault.
Double play
fucking
ball.
Tigers turn into double play. You motherfucker. Anyway.
It's not my fault. It's more the lack of talent fault. But
yeah,
go ahead.
I think you preyed on it and it happened.
Negative.
Okay. He didn't listen to your mutters?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Tell me your point.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. All right. So anyway, like my thing is like A-Rod, if you look at his stats, I mean, it's absurd. I mean, when this guy came up, he came up in 1994, by the way. He was born in 1975. So for those doing the math at home, that'd be 19 years old. Basically our version of Bryce Harper, and Bryce Harper wasn't up until he was 20.
I'm glad you did the math because I was lost.
I was kind of just guessing, but I'm pretty
Didn't
sure
know
I'm
where
right.
to carry the one at.
Couldn't figure out how to carry one. That's right. You're a history teacher. He basically has over 3,000 hits, 696 home runs. I think why the Marlins would sign him is just to see him hit 700. Like sign him for 20 games and put him in the lineup for 20 games when you're out of the playoffs next year, and like fucking let him hit a 700. I don't care.
If you're gonna let fucking Stanton set up there and take hacks and hit 250, might as well let A-Rod do it. At least you'll sell out stadiums.
Yeah, and here's the other thing that people forget, by the way. Still had 329 stolen bases. So, like, the dude could run when he was younger. He's a 14-time All-Star, 3-time AL MVP, 10-time Silver Slugger Award, 2-time Gold
Literally
Glove.
carried them to the 2009 World Series.
His 500 home run club, MLB batting champ. There wasn't anything he didn't accomplish.
The second best player on the 2009 World Series team was Teixeira going through the year.
Yeah.
Teixeira hit 180 in the playoffs.
Yep.
A-Rod hit he was well over 300. He had his OPS
that's the same
huge, slug was huge. He carried that ball club to the World Series in 2009.
Correct. So, again, and that was all in the midst of all the steroid shit right there, 2009.
This is the episode we need our boy Barnes, our boy Playmaker on.
Correct. So, anyway.
Because he's a Yankee.
The other side of that is the postseason stuff. Like, okay, and he won the Babe Ruth Award, which is the postseason award. Okay.
Most home runs while drunk?
No, it's just the MVP postseason award, so it's over who it is.
You said Babe Ruth, I was sure.
Babe Ruth. But no, that's by Heaven's Cigar. Babe Ruth only drank all kinds of liquor. Okay.
He only drank 2 days. His birthday, when it was his birthday.
Yeah, exactly. In which Alex Rodriguez batted .365, 6 home runs, and 18 RBIs for the Yankees' 27th World Series. Okay. Now, the problem is we remember all we think about is A-Rod when we think about it from a media perspective. Like, what people show you is all the bad times. Everybody looks at that play where he's running down first and he's smacking the guy in the glove, and like that was the 2007 series, I think. Everybody looks at all the bad shit. We look at the steroids. We look at this. Like, just dude, that was the era. Everybody did it.
Embrace greatness.
No, and just that's the thing is like, don't hate on the guy because he's great. He's amazing. A-Rod. And listen, I didn't even grow up literally an A-Rod fan. The guy was fucking good, and he was a Yankee, so I didn't like him. And that's basically the only reason why. And now that I get older and I just realize that all I want to do is watch greatness, I mean, that is what it is. It's what I want to do. I mean, it's just A-Rod's been such a pivotal guy. He's probably one of the most polarizing figures probably of all time. Top 10 in the world, or in our country, not the world. Sorry. Top 10 in our country of polarizing athletes. Wouldn't you think? He's got to be up there, right? World's largest contract. He had the United States' biggest contract when he signed with the Rangers.
Top 10?
We're not going to go through it, but
I'm just trying to think. MJ and Griffey up there.
Like MJ, Griffey, Peyton Manning, probably Tom Brady. I would say probably.
I talk from like our time.
Tiger Woods. I'm
Tiger.
even going back into Broadway Joe. A little bit of Joe Namath action. I mean, that guy was polarizing. Muhammad Ali. But I think
Deion Sanders.
somewhere Yeah, somewhere Alex Rodriguez is up there.
Honey